Hey everyone, it's your girl Shanithia. I'm coming to you to give you some more word. The daily reading we've been doing, the 52 days, the Bible in 52 days, and we're on week 4. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did myself, and I wanted to give you guys something to think about or even just hear and just look back on this video so you can get some reading for this week. And yeah, just to give y'all something to just so you can just think about this week and just have some knowledge and of the Bible. So, all right, so we're on week 4. Thanking God for the crushing. Daily reading. Exodus 19 and 21. Exodus 22 and 25, Exodus 26 and 29, Exodus 30 and 32, Exodus 33 and 36, Exodus 37 and 40. All right, I'm going to start reading. In chapter 25 through 27 of Exodus, God instructed Moses how to set up the tablets. The holy tent used as a simple dwelling place for God before the first temple was built in Jerusalem. Exodus 28 chapter 28 and 29 tells us of the plan of the priests and their artifacts. God was very specific with his instructions before he could manifest his presence. Everything in the tablets, including the priests, had to be anointed with specially prepared oil. Exodus 30, God gives Moses his very own recipe for the oils. All right, bear with me. 12 and a half pounds of myrrh, six and a half fourth pounds of cinnamon, 6.5 pounds of sweet chamomile, 12.5 pounds of Sarah, and 1 gallon of olive oil. Exodus 30, 22, and 24. Each ingredient was chosen for the mixture had to be beaten, strained, or crushed, of course, to obtain olive oil. You have to crush the oil. The more oil you crush, the more oil it's produced. You know, most of us have been crushed in some way. We've been crushed in a relationship, at our job, in our marriage, and even in ministry. But be unbeknownst to us, during those times of crushing, God was God was strategically anointing us for his service. The struggle that you experienced financially stretched you. The problems you endured with your spouse truly devastated you. The issue you encounter at your job put a strain on you. However, it was during those times that you found yourself leading and depending on God in a way that you haven't had you. Oh gosh, let me say that again. However, it was during those times that you found yourself leaning and depending on God in a way that you hadn't before. Those times forced you to increase your time of prayer, and you found yourself talking to God more and more each day. The crushing didn't feel good, but it was necessary to equip you and develop the anointing you needed to carry out your assignment on earth. So when you feel the stress and strain of life, just know that it won't last forever, and it is not in vain. Although the crushing is uncomfortable, God is using using it to develop the oil needed to set us apart, so that when so so that when others experience our ministry or gifts, it will be the evidence that God's hands is upon us. Don't despise the crushing. Thank God for it. All right, here's the questions. How have you been crushed or stretched in the last year? How did you handle it? Did you pray more or less? Did you go into hiding, or did you push to do better? So instead of me just telling you the questions, I'm probably gonna just tell you my experience, just to so you can get a little bit more understanding. So I'm gonna repeat the question again, and I'm gonna answer it the best way I can. It's only 2 questions, and then you can think about it this week of how you have handled it. So because this one really is speaking to me. The other ones did too, but this is definitely where I'm at in life, where I feel like I'm getting crushed, and some of us are probably getting crushed, but it's for our good. So I'm gonna answer these questions for you, so that can help you a little bit more of when you think about your questions. Okay, so I'm gonna read it again. How have you been crushed or stretched in the last year? How did you handle it? Did you pray? Did you pray more or less, or did you go into hiding, or did it push you to a better place? So to answer the first one, how have you handled the stretch you from last year? So with that question, handling the stretch last year, because we're about to go in the new year anyway, but it's still like so with that, handling the stretch that I'm going through with the different battles I'm facing in life, I've been actually, which goes to question number 3. I have been like in the question era that I'm talking about. So I've been praying more and asking God to like handle the situations, and I've been leaning like to trust Him more with different things, because I can't, like, a lot of things we can't do on our own physically, like even with people. You don't know how to, sometimes certain people you're just like, God, I can't do it, and I've been dealing with